welcome to Trooples Travels. My last day, travelling home this morning, so I just thought I'd come up to Parsonage and give you some more information about the lives of Bronties. I done chapel yesterday, more information on that, but that is the parsonage, and as you can see there's a load of rooks up there nesting. I've just nearly got hit with some bird poo. Anyway, let me just continue with this and I'll give some more information. Just a bit more information about St Michael and All Saints Church. Obviously the Brontes vaulters at the east pillar of the church, which was seen yesterday, and also there's a Bronte Chapel window which were financed by an American admirer for the work. It's thought the chapel existed from 1488, and John Wesley was known to have preached at this church in the 18th century, and it's estimated in this graveyard alone between 40,000 and 42,000 bodies, some containing entire families. Obviously Patrick Bronte asked and campaigned for the graveyard to be cleaned up and the gravestones to be put vertical, as the drainage was poor and not helping them to decompose. Because they're all like flat, aren't they? Like tables, some of them, if you look at them. Just going to show you a bit more around here. And that was Bramwell's best mate, John Brown. Died August 10th, 1855, aged 51. Big mate to Bramwell's. And if you go down this way, there's a servant's grave. Mrs. Ackroyd, but you can't really see writing on it. Is it this one? It's this one, sorry. So this one was housekeeper's grave, but you can't really see it, it's all got green moss on it. Housekeeper at Brontes. Right, let's talk about family. Obviously they all lived in Parsonage. Before the Patrick Bronte and his wife, I'll mention them first of all. So Patrick Bronte, born 17th of March 1777 in Rathvilland, a town in Northern Ireland. He died 7th of June 1861, age 84, and his occupation were a clergyman and a teacher. He moved to Haworth in 1820 with his wife, Marie Bramwell, who died 7.5 months later, aged 38. I'm not sure if this is correct, but they reckon it were either uterine ovarian cancer or even pelvis septis, which were thought to have been come following the birth of youngest Anne, who at the time was only 20 months old. Obviously Patrick served as a priest or clergyman, as we call them, for over 41 years. He outlived his family and his wife by 40 years and all of his 6 children. He suffered from dyspepsia, an indigestion issue, and bronchitis. The first 2 children, Maria Bronte and Elizabeth, born 1814, died 1825, and Elizabeth Bronte 1815, 1825. They both died of tuberculosis. I forget the words out. Tuberculosis in Haworth. Maria first, and then Elizabeth two weeks later, after they'd returned, after they'd picked up that, some type of typhoid from Crofton Hall. Father and wake all this, recalled Charlotte and Emily back and withdrawn them from the Cowden Bridge School. But obviously the Maria, she died after, so he was left to look after his children himself. I think it were an aunt what come and helped him with the rest of the family. Right, let's talk about Bramwell Bronte now, or better known as Patrick Bramwell Bronte. He was the only son of the Bronte family, born 26th June 1817, died 24th September 1848, aged 31. An English painter and poet, he drifted between jobs to support himself as with portrait painting and gave way to drug and alcohol, possibly worsened by the failed relationship with a married woman. Bless him. But obviously I went in that pub the first night I was there, and there's a chair, so we'll put that picture up of his chair. He died at the parsonage possibly due to tuberculosis. His death certificate said chronic bronchitis. So that was Bramwell. And obviously that one up there, that one was, I looked at earlier, that was his best mate. Right, we'll go on to other daughters now. As per usual, it's started to rain again, never mind. Anyway, let's go through novels first of all, obviously what the children wrote. There were Charlotte Bronte novels, Jane Eyre, Shirley, 1849 under pen name Curia Bell, and 1847 Villette. Emily Bronte, Wuthering Heights, 1847. Anne Bronte, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, 1848. And Agnes Grey, 1847, which was republished in 1850. I don't think I've forgot what else with them, but that's what the novels. And they did poems as well under different names, under different pen names. I'll put that on video as I'm saying, because I can't remember what they were off the top of my head. There's only one of the sisters what's not involved, and that's Anne Bronte, born 17th of January 1820, born in Thornton, died 28th of May 1849 in Scarborough at the Grand Hotel. She was the youngest, 29 years old. Well, they reckon he was 28, but he was actually 29. The novel she's best known for is obviously The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, which incidentally is based on Northlees Hall. And also she did Agnes Grey. She's buried at St Mary's Churchyard in Scarborough, which I've put on my previous video, I think part 2. Emily's death affected Anne, which undermined her own health. Over Christmas, Anne had flu. She gradually got worse, apparently, and she thought it'd be a good idea to go to Scarborough against doctor's orders. Obviously, early 1849, her father basically had requested a doctor, and she was diagnosed with advanced consumption with little of recovering. And seemed a little better in February. However, Charlotte was against the trip. However, they set off 24th of May 1849. They spent the night in York. She was in a wheelchair and her strength had dwindled, and then on to Scarborough, and possibly wanted to return when she got to Scarborough because she was too unwell. She died around 2 p.m. in Scarborough. She was aged 29, not 28 as it's said. I don't know if that's all to her gravestone. Right, we'll talk about Emily Bronte now, born 30th of July 1818, died 19th of December 1848, aged 30. English novelist and poet, pen names as aliases Ellis Bell, Acton Bell, and is it Bell Courier? I think it was that. Better known for a novel as Wuthering Heights. Obviously after her brother Bramwell had died suddenly, Sunday 24th September 1848. At his funeral a week later, caught a severe cold and then developed into inflammation of the lungs, which led to tuberculosis. She rejected medical help and any remedies. At midday she could only whisper in gasps and said she'd see the doctor now. Obviously when the doctor came, it was too late. She died the same day around 2 p.m. It is said that she died of a broken heart. Obviously when Bramwell had passed on, because we were best friends with him. She'd gone so thin a coffin measured only 16 inches and 40 centimetres wide. She's interned at Family Vault in St Michael's. So that's all Lothram, I think. But obviously that was the final passageway on the way to the church, which we'll do it one more time and then we'll walk down here, which is there, and end up down into this big church. And last but least, Charlotte Bronte. Just a bit of information about Charlotte in theory. Eldest of 3 sisters, born 21st of April 1816, Thornton. She died when she was 37. She died the 31st of March 1855, 3 weeks before her 38th birthday. She had pen names Lord Charles Albert, Florence Wellesley and Currer Bell. Best known novels is Jane Eyre and Villette and Shirley. So that's it. That's all sisters done. So we'll set her out from Haworth. And on that note, I'll set her out to Haworth on a wet and windy Haworth again, my last day. Safe journey home. Hope it's thrown some light onto Bronties. Done my best anyway, but like I say, seen Eye Withens, Woody Nights, inspired by that novel, the Bronte Falls, the chair, the bridge. That's about it really. So I get my train now. I think it's 12:30 from Keighley. Pick my bag up. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. And that's troops out from Haworth. Stay safe everybody. Bye.